should be hashtag DMVPIPE10 before February 28th for the hottest in the DMV contest. Artists, here is your chance to shine. Send that music today. RadioOnFire.com, your news, your sports, and entertainment source.
And we are back. Baltimore Flava Radio, live on Radio on Fire, man. Miss E, we couldn't get rid of you, so we had to put you on. We couldn't. The energy is just there.
Of course not.
Yeah. So, without further ado, we have our second guest for the evening, TAH Scola.
What's going on? What's going on? How everybody doing this evening? I'm glad to be here. I love Miss E. I'm
Thank you. I love you back, TAH.
Yeah. So, how did you get started in music?
Listening to Tupac.
Listening to Tupac.
When I was younger, I had a great ability to, I guess, say copy and mimic, kind of like writing styles. And Tupac being my favorite rapper, I picked up on his ability to write poetry. And as I got a little older, I kind of grew into my own right. And it went from poetry to just kind of writing poems to music and writing
sophisticated love notes.
Yeah, writing over top of stuff, and then, it was a long way to go. And I'm here and I'm happy about it now. I like what I do.
Congratulations.
How long have you been in the music industry?
In the Baltimore scene, let's say probably about 8 years. But actually, like writing and trying to do it, maybe 15 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah, maybe even a little longer than that. Like as long as I can remember, sitting down listening to it was Me Against the World. After that album, who knows how long ago that was, but after that album was when I really kind of got into like trying to do my own thing, trying to figure this thing out.
Now I seen you rapping some of the words when Diamond was DJing. Man, a lot of artists these days don't go back and listen to the history of music like some of the younger ones. So like, how was that when you was coming up?
Man, I don't. That's the only background I have is that old music because I'm the youngest of all my siblings, the youngest of an older brother and an older sister, and I'm listening to what they listening to. I'm listening to Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Slick Rick, Fresh Prince. I mean, the stuff that they play on the midday mix every day now. You know what I'm saying? That was all the time, and that was the only thing that they were listening to. So I kind of got to pick up on that. Being the youngest with my mother, you can't listen to certain music that got cursing and stuff in it.
Right.
So the only thing that I can listen to is what my older ones listen to, and that's kind of what they grew. That's kind of what they groomed me on.
Now, what would you call your style of music?
My style of music, we'll call it hip hop.
Definitely.
It's definitely. I think it's 100% hip hop because when I put these songs together, I put these songs together in mind of being an art, not just being something for you to hear, but I take a little bit of my personal life, maybe not 100%, but a little bit of my personal life, and I put it in every song, so that it gives that genuine feeling. You see what I'm saying? Because the greatest artists in the world, they put a piece of their heart, they put a piece of their soul into that canvas to make something wonderful.
Top 5 Baltimore artists. Don't have to be in a specific order.
I'm gonna say feel like you in the top 5 time.
Yeah,
totally.
That was a good one.
In my honest opinion, I'm gonna say
that way.
Yeah, I mean I do. But in my honest opinion, I gotta say, Scar Akbar is from Baltimore, my number one. Like he's my number one guy. Like I remember the thing that really pushed me to keep going was it was the Rock the Mic Championships, 2000 something. They had it down at the 5 Seasons, and I performed that night. One of the first times I performed. In that same night, Scar Akbar came on stage later, and he killed the show. You see what I'm saying? From that point on, I'm like, yo, that dude right there, he got bars. You see what I'm saying? He command the crowd. That's what I like. I need to learn from what he doing. And every opportunity that I've had, I've watched Scar. So of course he's my number one. Number 2, Damon Blue. I love his music. I love his mindset. You see what I'm saying? To hear the man speak, him being a young man.
Definitely.
And,
he came on a V-Mix. Shout out to Damon Blue. He definitely good.
Most of all, Damon Blue, you see what I'm saying? When I see him, it's everything Baltimore.
Energy.
Right.
Good.
Everything Baltimore. No matter where he go, he put Baltimore on first. And I love that. Next top 5 rappers, Apex the Genius. I'm not sure if everybody's familiar with him, but
Okay, he was on the show.
Shorty, he goes off.
Yeah.
He goes off. He don't play.
I remember being in a session with him, and he went, and after that, nobody wanted to go. Everybody was like, "You can have that." Finish the whole song.
See, next, God, I'm sad that I'm just getting on to him, but Ill Conscious.
Yeah, it was dope. It was fire.
He a master with the words. You see what I'm saying? And like, I love it. You can't deny it. When you listen to him, you just got to hear what he's saying. You see what I'm saying? He feeds something to you. And for my fifth, I'm definitely and honestly say I think myself. And because
Better been in there. Absolutely. I was waiting.
I say that and try and no cocky way of saying it, but I really feel like nobody else in Baltimore has the idea that I have. Nobody else is trying to really run with the things that I'm trying to run with. Now, I don't go out and say like, hey, I'm the best at doing this and tell you exactly what I do, but I have a formula, and I'm putting these songs together for a specific way. It's kind of like a test of me. The first song that I ever put out was a song called Formerly Known as Art. It had no cursing in it. It was about music being formerly known as art. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like some wordplay in the formerly known as art. But when I put that song out, I had like a couple, my mother, a couple of her friends.
That's still your favorite?
Some grandparents.
Is that your favorite? One of your favorites from yourself?
No, not by far.
Right,
I mean, it was a thing. It was a big thing to me because I wanted to try. I wanted to try to do something, and my mindset was behind it is I don't want my kids listening to Migos and Young Thug and all that. So why can't I make something for my kids to listen to when they riding in the car with me? Why can't I be their favorite artist? You see what I'm saying? When they start learning about music and stuff, I should be the one to teach them because this is what I'm into. And I took that route, and I won't say that it drastically failed, but nobody jumped on it. Nobody paid it attention. Nobody.
I mean, you need to redo it and put it back out.
So I understood here, but I'm coming from a base in Baltimore where as though that's not what you're interested in. You see what I'm saying? Everybody in Baltimore now, the trap rapper is the biggest thing. You see what I'm saying? How many songs do we have out here, even in Baltimore, the listeners, that they really want to listen to your words? Not too many. So my thing is, I want to make a song where I want to make you listen to these words. I want to say something to you where you have no choice but to listen to these words. I may not be the greatest rapper in the world, but hands down, you have no choice but to say, yo, this guy's slick. This guy got a mind on him. He put this stuff together right.
Now, first, I want to say, because I have kids, that even you don't have to put your music on for them to look at you as a role model. They look at you as a role model because you're the dad. So it's like you're like the superhero type guy. Because my kids never heard none of my music, but they think I'm a role model. They like that. They like.
Live broadcast.
Yeah,
live broadcast.
Oh, this is going crazy.
Radio on fire. Must.
Hey, Riley.
Baltimore Flava Radio.
And that's just what it was. That's how I started there, man. And like that really set me off.
My playback was playing. Sorry.
That song, Formerly Known as Art, is really what pushed me into that CD.
That's what I was about to say. That still should be your favorite.
Because I say that. It's still not my favorite. It pushed me into that.
Sophisticated love notes.
It pushed me into that because I realized, okay, you're not gonna grab this as an artist if I'm trying to teach you something, right? So how about I teach you something while making you comfortable? When you listen to this music, you won't hear a lot of derogatory towards females. You will hear no, you know what I'm saying, a couple conferences song in there about, some confrontational things, but you don't hear no real violence. We not coming to get you. We not hitting you in your head. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Like we
not in the trap.
No, we not in the trap at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sophisticated stoner.
Sophisticated.
That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Main word in that is sophisticated. You know what I'm saying? You look at a stoner, you look at a grungy type person that they just want to sit around and they want to smoke weed all the time. You know what I'm saying? The sophisticated side of that is I enjoy smoking weed. I love to. I can sit down and smoke weed and then go and sit down and write 2 songs. I can get up and I can go take care of business after doing that. what I'm saying? It won't hold me back.
I think we in the same area code.
So yeah, and the sophisticated love notes is, man, when you go through this thing, it's set up like a story. You know what I'm saying? From beginning to end. I started off with a poem, and if you listen to the words in that poem, it puts your mind somewhere.
Hell yeah, I'm thirsty.
The next song, you see what I'm saying?
Tonight.
It rolls on into that. And if you really pay attention to it, it'll bridge you through a story. That's Don Trump.
Don Trump. How you get Don Trump on?
That's my brother.
Okay.
That's my
Shout out to Don Trump.
We grew up in Emerson. We went to Emerson West Side together. Man, he was the founder of the group. The first group I ever really started with was the Block Hustlers. He made that whole thing happen. He kept it rolling for as long as he could. You know, just being high school kids, you go different ways and do different things.
Right.
And when I had the opportunity to get back with him doing his Not a Beat Maker, man, I jumped on it. And he was open arms. You see what I'm saying? He just came in and he worked with me. Don was one of the first and only people to teach me. Instead of just having me record, he taught me. You see what I'm saying? Man, you want to put this song out. Yeah. You need to do this to put this song out. You're not getting followers because you're not doing this. If you're interested in getting paid off your music, and I'm telling him at that time, man, I just like to rap. Right. He's like, for what? Right. The guys out here getting millions of dollars. Why you just want to give it away? You see what I'm saying? Even if you don't want the money, you can donate that money to something. Right. And like he was the only person that didn't have to.
I was about to say, it's not too many of them in the game.
He put my mind he put my mind on business and understanding that, like, yo, you've been doing this so long and you've been playing with it. Like, now it's business. Now we getting ready to work. You see what I'm saying? And you know, not to have to work with him every day. If I call him and say, man, I got a problem, he gonna sit down and he gonna listen to that problem and he gonna say, this what you need to figure out your solution. He ain't gonna give it to you. He gonna say, this what you need to go figure out your solution. When you find it out, come back and let me know how it worked.
Coach. Absolutely. Shout out to Don Trump again. That's
Now, I see you work a lot, man. I see you in a lot of studios, man.
Yeah.
You do a lot of work. So how is the balance between family time and music?
It's horrible.
Because I battle with that myself.
No, I mean, I to be perfectly honest, you know, it's just my family situation is not where I wanted to be, and I feel like if I really can blow from this opportunity, this may be what I need to help me, you know, pull everything back in, or at least get started on motion.
Where you gotta speak it into existence, so it will happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, man. Like,
I was told that when I went to Atlanta, like for the A3C festival, they kept telling me that. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get some things. They was like, you're not trying, you're gonna get some things going.
Yeah, you know, and that is perfect, man. A lot of times I can push myself. I can push myself to that, and it's like I won't accept anything but completing it and completing it the way that I want to. And I'm gonna do whatever I can. You know what I'm saying? Lower, breaking my back to get it done. And that's just that took a lot of not trying and failing to learn that. Okay. I feel like since I've tried, I haven't failed. I've never failed at anything. I'm not where I want to be with music. I'm not where I want to be in my personal life, but I get a step further every day.
Absolutely.
Man, I tell you, I really appreciate y'all a lot because I'm around here working. I'm fighting for this, and you know, I feel like I'm not getting the just due a lot of times. You know, I'm out here putting this work in. Whatever you need, you call me for something, I'm gonna get there. You need music, man, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna make a song for what you have. And you know, I reach out to certain radio stations and they, we don't know.
Radio edited?
I can get you whatever you need.
All right, send it to me. I can play it on my show.
Yes, ma'am.
See, that's one. We just plugged you. You got the plug, and you got Miss E over there.
Yeah. She got a question. She got a question.
I'm ready.
Go ahead, Miss E.
Okay, so here's my question. You talked about the family life, right?
Yes,
not being where you want it to be. So what advice would you give to other women who are out here in a relationship with somebody who is grinding, that's goal-oriented, who is focused, but they're still not where they want to be?
That's a good question.
But you can see them putting in work every day. Like, because I know it's hard. So what advice would you give that sister who is supporting her man as he go after his dreams and his goals?
That's a good question.
To know herself and know what she really wants, because regardless on if he looks like he's gonna succeed or fail, his success still won't keep you happy. You could be happier with him in failure than you would be, and I hate to call it failure, but not getting where he wants to be, then you'll be happy with him going where he wants to, because everybody changes. Your situation changes you.
Absolutely.
And you don't really have to so much worry about your other half and how they're going to change when you know you're solid in yourself. This is what I want, and any diversion from that is just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Money won't keep me happy like I keep myself happy. So, and that's the only
Y'all
thing
hear that out there? Money don't keep you happy.
Scola, I just want to say it's happening. You keep saying it's not. It's happening. It's God's timing that I struggle with every day. That we as humans struggle. It's happening
Right now.
It's just not on your time. So, like you say, you get up every day and you going for it. You going for it. It's happening.
Yeah.
So why are you talking otherwise?
No, not that I talk.
right.
Not that I'm talking otherwise. I like to. I'm one of those people. They say
Modest.
speak it into existence.
Modest.
I am that, but I also believe that sometimes talking ahead of yourself crushes you, because you may feel as though you're speaking into existence, and it's really you, just an unhumbleness about you, that you're saying things that you want and that you're not even really willing to work for. You don't even know how to work for. So, but if you understand where you are,
Is this my CD? Church.
that's fine.
Okay. Preach. Well, that's only radio.
Yeah, but I just feel like if you understand where you are in yourself at that time, you don't have to boast about where you're going.
Say it again.
You know what I'm saying? You don't. People are gonna see. The people that need to see it will see it when you get there. And I just try to be as humble and as modest as possible. And
So you don't think savagery? You don't think
Savagery?
being
no man.
confident is good?
Your
Ego?
confidence
Pride?
does not have to be voiced. You know what I'm saying? Confidence is something you walk in. It's not something you talk about.
Say it.
That
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, I could be the most, you know what I'm saying, confident person in the world and just never say anything to you. And I'm just constantly on my job, on my business. Now, me being the total opposite, I want you to know everything I'm doing. I want you to feel like I'm the best person in the world, because
that
I
ego
don't
or
really
pride?
feel like I'm. Who knows? But a lot of times when I want you to feel that way, it's because I don't feel that way about myself.
We get the questions. We get the answers. Check me out the VMix.
Man, this has been a great show. So I'm gonna say to Miss E, could you give, not saying Ty, but can you give a struggling artist advice on how to push through to their destination? Because this music industry will break you into crumbs if you let it. So how can you put that past and keep on your destiny?
The good book says that we are to renew our minds every day. And so each day is a new day. So you have to know that you're working, as Ty said, you have to know who you are as an individual. And when you know who you are and whose you are, and you understand your purpose and your vision and your goal and your mission, you're not going to let what nobody say, you're not going to allow what nobody do to sit you down or to shut you up until your dreams become a reality. But you have got to be hungry. You know, he said on here, thirsty. You've got to be thirsty for that. You've got to keep pushing and going and grinding, and knowing that every grind, every failure, it's all a part of the process. It's just like, you know, we was laughing and joking about the diamond, right?
Right.
So the process of becoming a diamond is from the volcano explosion. So, you know, we're going to have volcanoes in our lives. It's when you really embrace and accept the fact that life is what it is, and you can't change it in the book of Ecclesiastes. It says there is nothing new under the sun. So if you embrace that and you understand that, you know what? I know that if I keep going, I'm going to make it. I understand that this is just a part of the process. Nobody who is successful, nobody who has achieved greatness in their life got it because somebody gave it to them. They got it from hard work. So it's called sweat equity. Are you going to have to cry sometimes? Absolutely. Are you going to have to sit down and scream sometimes? Absolutely. But it's all a part of the process, and you've got to know that when you put in that work, you're about to become that diamond. You know, just got a little bit of rough. Just got to move the rough out the way.
Yeah, I was just asked for some encouraging words because there's a lot of artists that tunes in. But like I said, this industry can break you if you let it. I mean, I've seen so many people say I'm gonna quit, and then
I'm willing to step as far as to say it'll drive you crazy even if you don't let it.
Yeah,
man, I done spent months of sleepless nights just putting that CD out. Months of sleepless nights, waking up in the morning like I'm feeling like physically sick, and only thing that's running through my mind is getting this production together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you feel like nobody's willing to help me. It's just me out here.
Oh, can I talk about that? Go ahead.
Sometimes you get into that, and even though you have one or two people around you that are helping you, you have important people with you. It's just, you know what I'm saying, that stress on you, especially being in here from Baltimore and the way we look at things as a community. Yeah, I mean, it just, you kind of gotta grow tough skin and kind of get that effort mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way.
Right?
Yeah, that's the only way that I was able to really like make it, was just kind of like, man, listen, if don't nobody buy this CD, I'm gonna play it 1,000 times. Every time you see me, I'll play the CD 1,000 times.
Why 8 tracks then? Why only 8 tracks on this project? Why on Sophisticated Stone and Sophisticated Love Notes? You've been in the studio. Jay done said he see you everywhere. Why 8 tracks?
Because I have I had a whole nother CD.
that was the tester.
Yeah, I had a whole nother.
I like that. The tester.
Yeah, no, I wanted to make it maybe like 13, 15 songs. I made a bunch of songs. I sat down and I came up with the name of it and the idea on how I wanted it to really fit. By the time I sat down and I listened to all my songs, because if you look back over the time, Tonight was released 2 years ago. Dreaming About You was released a year ago. So these were made sometime way before I even knew that I wanted to make this project. I'm sitting and I'm listening to all these songs, and they wrote the story for me. I'll be honest, it wasn't me that put it together as much as these songs. They came and said, man, listen, I need to go here. I need to be next. Like, you're saying something here, and man, it's going to try and inspire through. And I went through a little situation, you see what I'm saying, right around the time that I put it out, which brought out the last 2 songs, Take It and I'm Chilling.
Yeah.
And
7's Take It, I'm Chilling 8.
It just really, even putting those 2 songs on there, and you hearing the kind of, it's not so much the beef, but just the little kind of problems in that song. It's like, man, it's a problem of a female. You see what I'm saying? It's still within the Sophisticated Love Notes. And when you hear music now, a lot of times you just get random songs on the CD.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But all these old albums, like Tupac's albums, they had meanings to them. I don't have as many skits, but they threw skits in these albums to show you like you're listening to a movie. This is an audio movie. And I want to get back to that. I mean, like I said, Scola Akbar's the only guy right now that I really see doing that. And that's my Baltimore idol for real when it comes to this music thing. He can do it. He's showing us what we need to do. I feel like he don't get the credit he deserves. But man, like, he was up here Sunday.
Yeah,
he built a legacy in you and in others. That's when you build legacy. Listen, you don't have to say nothing. Your legacy gonna speak for itself. So you're a part of his legacy. You understand? So everybody that he pours into, that's legacy.
Why is he poems on this album?
Like I said, I was originally a poet. I was going to some open mics, and they were open mics more like poetry and stuff like that. I sit and I listen to these poets, and Michael D. Martin, great example. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but Man, this guy comes out and he's telling poems, and it's just like he's talking to you in regular conversation. But when you listen to what he's saying, it's like, man, that's so smooth and like, you know, it's funny. And boy, you all over the place. Like, you know, boy, I need to get back into some poems because I'm writing this music now, and it's like, I can do it. Let me see if I can take a step back into my original self and just put this together. Now, I put 2 poems on there. If they fit. I have another poem. You can actually go to my website and you can download that poem for free.
So what's your website?
It's my website is TAH Scola at wixsite.com/music. You go in there, you find you can buy the CD. You'll see any video that I put up as far as a performance. It'll give you links to where you can download the music, stream it. I got YouTube information, everything you need. TAH Scola, you'll find on that website.
TAH.
Yes. So and that's not even including just the Facebook and the Instagrams. I try to put it all out. I try to put everything out everywhere so that everybody has a chance to get it. Not just on the website or one thing for Instagram. I got 2 Instagram pages, and you might see me post the same thing on both those Instagram pages because I got 2 separate sets of followers for some reason. But I feel like everybody wants to hear it, you know. Or if they don't want to hear it, I want you to hear it. You know what I'm saying? This is good stuff. I feel like this is taking it back. This is taking you back to good music. You know what I'm saying? And good rap. They always say, man, you know, rap don't have to have these foul lyrics and this, that, and the third. Well, I curse a little bit. That's who I am. But these lyrics still on file. You know, I can pick a song. You can pick a song, and I can tell you, man, that song got beautiful lyrics in it. When you sit back and you listen to it somewhere, not even around the world, but just in Baltimore City, they're gonna hear one of those songs and they're gonna love it. They're gonna feel it. They've been missing that love and affection. They've been missing it. It's a guy. It's a guy that's been feeling like that, and he don't know what it is. You see what I'm saying? Younger guy maybe. He don't know what he going through. He hear that song, he like, man, I got understanding or something. Dreaming about you. When you hear that, it's like, yo, I really feel that way about somebody.
So they be dreaming about us. They just don't tell us.
Oh.
You know.
Exactly. Is that the truth?
That's true. That's how it is.
That's that truth. They looked at each other. Like,
I know, right? Yeah. Let's keep it real, women. Let's just keep it real.
So how was your V-Day? How was your V-Day?
My V-Day was lovely. I mean, it was as good as it can be. I went to work. I'm sorry. I went to work. I got off work. I went to go spend some time with my significant other, and that was it for me. That was good.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, wonderful day for me. That's all I needed.
Can we ask her the question we asked Ms. E about the 1,000 possible layoffs and the $30 million?
I'm sure you're going to give a very intelligent answer. Go ahead.
So how do you feel? Thank you, Ms. E, for yours. I mean, that was just, we had to show the data. Okay. How do you feel about the possible 1,000 teachers that's being laid off and the approval of a $30 million youth jail? Again, I always give.
Not necessarily. I was just about to say that.
They go correct me. Say, let me start over. How do you feel about the 1,000 possible employees in education? I can say being laid off.
I'll be honest with you. Tonight is the first time that I'm hearing of that, and even when I think of that, I'll say this to you, and I hope that people don't get mad at me for saying this, but I personally don't take a lot of care into it because at this moment in time, we're not looking at it and we're not talking about employment opportunities. We're talking about kids. And laying these people off, you're going to lose some schools. You're going to lose some educators. But that puts the onus on the parents to educate. Because now it's been a time where you sent your child to school to learn how to act. Not to get an education, but to learn how to have manners. Well, when you look at this now, they're building a jail for your child. If you care about your child, you'll teach him those manners. You'll teach him how to stay out that jail. And you'll explain to him and let him understand they don't care about your education. They just want to make money off you by putting you behind bars. That education that they're going to give you, that even though it's not a dollar sign, that's a payment to you. You see what I'm saying? That's something and it's not even something that they could possibly give you. You deserve that. You see what I'm saying? As a child, they owe you that. As a parent, you should know because a lot of parents got to miss out on that education. So I'm not going to let my child miss out on that education. Before the police officers or anybody else get a chance to put their hands on you for something wrong you did, Trust me, I done been all through you. You see what I'm saying? We don't have those. We won't have those problems. We will not. I will not let you become a victim to society and to the system. And that's my mindset. So if I gotta go get these books and learn how to be a teacher myself to teach my kids, I'll do that.
So let everybody know your social media.
On Instagram, it's TAH Scola, TAH Scola _410. That's Instagram. Facebook, it's TAH Scola, spelled the same way. I tell people this, and I like to say it this way. I heard it on TV. Google me. Google.
Y'all heard it?
Yeah.
Google.
You go to Google, man. I pop up on YouTube, Spotify, RDO. Man, they got. I'm on.
Now
websites.
tell them how to spell it, because some people.
It's TAH. Man, funny thing. People ask me why would you spell TAH TAH. Funny reason I give is, do you remember an old show called Real Monsters?
Yeah.
That's how you get TAH. You put a T on the beginning of it. You get TAH. Now, that's just me being funny with people, but honestly, my initials are TAH. Just worked out beautifully. My initials are TAH. I got to pronounce it as TAH. And my cousin, who I used to work with a lot in music, he just used to always call me Scola. Boy, what's up, Scola? I ain't seen you hit my phone. Scola, what you doing? And it just kind of stuck. And I'm like, we were sitting in the basement one day writing, and I'm like, yo, TAH Scola, yo. I used to be TAH Murder. I don't want to sell TAH Murder. I don't feel as though I could or should sell TAH Murder. So I wanted something different. Scola is just TAH Scola. You see what I'm saying? It sounds clean, and I liked it.
Yeah, I like it.
No young. You don't want to be young.
No, we sophisticated. The next project that we got, the next project that I have coming out, and I've been working with a couple different people now. I'm really trying to work with Prodigates, Ashley Sierra, Jay Ivy, and rap artist Max the Messiah.
Oh, dope artists.
Shout out to Ashley Sierra. She been on the show.
Yeah, those right now are kind of like
on here too.
They are really my foundation for real. Like they keep me moving. They do a lot for me. Mentally, talking to me. Showing me things, helping me out, and I love them for that.
Right.
That's my team. I want to do something. I'm gonna make sure we all like it.
Yeah.
And but the next project where I want to take the rest of the songs that I had that didn't make that, and I wanted to put together another album, and it's gonna be called The Return of TAH Murder. So when we get into The Return of TAH Murder, and I don't know if you guys are familiar, we did the Pusha T show with Dream Bigger Media Group. Shout out Ogon, Damon Blue. All you guys, thank you so very much. Yep. But we did that, and
you was in the Cypher part too, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was the only part I did. I opened up in the Cypher, and when we did that, I said it's the return of TAH Murder, Sophisticated Stoner of the Year, because I used to be TAH Murder. I've changed my style from TAH Murder. It's not as such hard rap; it's more poetic. I call myself the LL of my city.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And
like that.
but we in doing that, I feel like I've been getting like pressed on, like, man, you can't really rap, man, you can't really do this, or man, he can't do this, I'm better than he is. And it's not my intention to be, just come out and straight be better than you, but man, listen, I love a challenge. You see what I'm saying? Like, I wake up every morning and I go to work just to see, how much I can get done. You see what I'm saying? I love a challenge, and you telling me you're gonna be better, I'm gonna sit in here and I'm gonna figure out a way to make these songs better than you. A lot of guys out rapping in Baltimore that would say that. I have years on it, so I know how to play with I know how to play with the raps. I know how to, blend certain things in that you haven't begun to deal with yet. You haven't watched the same artists that I've watched.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This thing is, everything's a learning process, man, and I like learning.
Well, we're gonna get you back up here for that.
Yeah.
Definitely when it comes out. So you know what I want right now?
Okay.
I want some bars.
Let me see.
You want music or you?
No, I can give it to you. No music. Let me see.
No music.
I've been waiting for a long time. Niggas cloud on my shine, lose a piece of my mind for this money. Give a hell about the whole nine. Whoa, nine, I've been going through the struggle, but these chicks never want me. Got me running to the money, so I only really know to chase checks. Dudes walk by, never break necks. They don't know me, they only want sex. Keep these Negroes so vexed when I flex. Ain't no stress on my chest. I got now, give a fuck who got next. Man, can I curse on here?
Yep.
I can't. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go back. I was trying to figure it out without cursing. Let me see. I've been waiting for a long time. Niggas cloud on my shine, lose a piece of my mind for this money. Give a fuck about a hoe now. Whoa now. When I'm going through the struggle, man, these bitches never want me. Never want a nigga, never. I've been running to the money, so I only really know to chase checks. Hoes walk by, never break necks. They don't know me, they only want sex. Keep these Negroes so vexed when I flex. Ain't no stress on my chest. I got now, give a fuck who got next. Call me trifling, cause I be chilling with your ex, getting neck. Feeling need to be the greatest shit, I've been the best. Subliminal, I never been a friend of that. Talk shit, catch a round of applause from these balls, oh you hard, but you niggas never clap back. Boy, I stay strapped up and ready for war. Elemental on the instrumental, simple, let the pencil give a venom when I kill him. They like, Ty did that, I'm like, Scola go mental. Swerving in the rental with gentlemen to the women, call it pimping. I be swerving these words,
I like
there
this.
you go.
Yeah.
He stop. He pause. He be like, I like it.
TAH Scola, man. Glad to have you on the show, man.
Man, y'all don't understand.
This
Y'all,
has
I'm
been-
glad to be here.
This has been an awesome show, man.
So if I could tell y'all one thing, anybody in Baltimore, if you can get down there, come down to the Frozen Harbor Music Festival on the 18th. I'll be performing with the Wildline Band, and I think we open it for Drew Hill.
Okay.
On that, like 25th anniversary or something like that. And I got actually rehearsal tonight, and the Wildline Band's putting together
This Saturday?
a great show. Yeah, 18th. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Man, they putting together a great show, man. They got some singers on there.
What time does it start?
The whole show starts at 4:00 in Rams Head Live and Soundstage. I know that the Wildlife Band goes on at 9:00 in Soundstage. I think right before Drew Hill.
Okay. That's great.
Right before Drew Hill.
Great timing.
Yep. But man, thank you so very much for having me, man.
Appreciate you, man.
how do you? Oh,
All right.
he already
Go ahead.
dropped his information, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you finished with him, Miss E? No more. We good.
Like I said, if you need anything, just go right to my Instagram. I answer all messages, or you can email me at tahscola@gmail.com.
Hey, Ty, can I just tell you one thing?
Yes, ma'am.
When you said that nobody is helping you, you get no spaces like that, I want you to think about the transformation of a butterfly, right? So when you're in your cocoon, nobody can help you. Because if they help the caterpillar while they're in the cocoon, it's going to kill them. It's that fight to get out of the cocoon that will make you be the butterfly. All right, so you keep fighting. You on your way. You good.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it.
She just dropped the jewel on it. Baltimore, get ready. Young Jeezy, Trapper High 3. Tour hits Rams Head Live Sunday, March 5th. Live on stage. The Snowman, Young Jeezy, along with special guests Lil Durk and Wife and Lucci. Tickets on sale at Arena DTLR locations. Rams Head Box Office, RamsHeadLive.com, or IconicEntertainment.net. RadioOnFire.com, your news, sports, and entertainment source. Baltimore Flava Radio, we out.
That was a good show. Shout out to Twan.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tommy!